Hi, Rachel.
Hi,
How are you?
good. How are
Um,
you?
Good. So I'm Jamie Crain with Energy Mend, and I'm an energy healer, and I'm here with Rachel Rivera, who is an amazing sound healer. And we are doing an event on Thursday of next week, the 12th.
Yeah,
Yes, look at me go. Um, I'm just
got
like,
it.
I know. 6 to 8 p.m. At Ferry Beach Conference Center in Saco. And we have done this event one other time, and we're really excited about it because there was some cool things that happened. But let us explain it to you really quick, and then we'll go into sort of what we found when we did it the last time, and also tell you what to expect. But basically, I'm going to have Rachel share her part of what we do in this. We call it a quantum sound healing event because I am a quantum energy healer and she is quantum really sound healer. So go ahead.
So for my portion, I do a sound bath or sound journey is what I've been kind of leaning towards calling them, where I'm working on you on a cellular level to change things, move things along that have been stuck that you're holding in place in different spots in your body and different levels of your energy fields. So I'm working on that. And at the same time, Jamie is doing her work
Yeah.
where so we combine those two.
Right. And what we found last time, because this was the first time we had worked together, I have gone to your sound healings, you have gone to a meditation, but we've never actually done our work at the same time. And think the biggest thing I was surprised about is that so I sort of go into a quantum field of energy. So I think of it if we're thinking about mind, body, and soul, right? I kind of put our mind, body, and soul, and I sort of want to take you out and like clean you up. And take a lot of that lower vibrational, denser energy out of you while you're at a higher state of consciousness. And I know Rachel does this because I've been in her sound healings many times, but I did not know how much she actually grounds people into their bodies, which I was not expecting. And so when I tune into energy, to your energy, to everybody's energy, I'm tuning into your bodies, right? And so what what seemed to happen is that it was a little bit painful for me, but not in a bad way. Just because I was fighting until I learned, because I was almost like she was kind of giving you this nice grounded body like this, and I'm trying to pull you up, and it was like I had to learn to heal differently in a way, to keep you sort of more into that body and work at a cellular level instead of trying to work at and as it went on, the consciousness goes up and up and up anyway.
Yes, yeah.
But at first, it was like you brought them really into their body. It was very cool, is all I have to say. It just was not what I expected, so I wasn't really prepared for it. And we had 47 people there, so it was a big group of people, and it was just really very cool. And I could really tell what your work does, which is clearing out that energy body, your chakras. And it can be uncomfortable for people. Some
Yeah.
people do get uncomfortable. And actually, I knew a couple of people that got uncomfortable, not very many, but that I know are my clients that I am working on their root issues are the biggest thing,
Mm.
right? Because,
So that makes sense.
right, it totally made sense. And I actually knew, like, one of them, I was like, okay, and you know who you are. I was
When
like,
you're listening.
yeah. I was like, she is probably going to be uncomfortable here because even just coming into it, because I know how much it's like such a cellular thing, and that I knew the problems she had in her root, and that it would just be one of those things that's going to be moving a lot of energy, but I didn't realize like exactly like how much you actually keep people in their body for a lot of it to really move all that energy and those chakras and those blocks that are in their body. So tell me
Yeah.
what you think about that.
Yeah, it's funny because even way in the beginning of my work, I always was called to have that expansion, but also the grounding. So, like going down and up at the same time.
Yeah.
And I often find, depending on the crowd, that I need to start with a full-on grounding prior to the
Mhm.
expansion. But always throughout the whole thing, there's always that bit of grounding.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people tend to like you have said yourself, like
Yeah.
they tend to want to leave.
Yeah. Like me.
And
I
yeah, that's why I said, like you
don't
said.
think I had a root until I was probably like 39 years old. I just want you to know.
Uh, so we as people like to escape. We don't like to feel all of the things in our human bodies, our human vessels.
Mhm.
So something that is really important in integrating the healing process is that being present in it, because sometimes
Right.
you can't get all of the nooks and crannies if you're just leaving.
Right.
So that is part of what I'm doing is you have to be in, but also expand because you can be floaty, but also be
Yeah.
present.
Right. Your
And that's
consciousness. Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Your consciousness definitely goes eventually. Like,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
I
it
have,
does.
if I think about it, when because I've done so many of your healings because I just a little obsessed with her. So but I do stay pretty well in my body at first. And then it takes me a little bit to go out. I mean, I always kind of equated it with like really loving to hear your voice and the sound and like really enjoying the moment. But I'm sure it has more to do with you putting me there and then letting me sort of go up in
Yeah,
consciousness.
that presence.
Yeah. But it's very cool and I definitely think that it gave me more so I go to each individual person with even 47 people. I got to everybody more than once because I'm just
Did.
constantly walking around the room. But I got to, get a lot of stuff out that you were moving, which is kind of this cool, like, putting us together is like double the healing because you are moving so much that I just kind of take it and remove it and transmute it. And it's just that extra step that we get to clear everything out. So it's very
Yeah.
cool. I'm excited for people
I
again.
know for me, it was really cool to experience your work at the same time as mine as well, because I got normally when I'm doing my sound healing, everyone says they got so cold and I'm sweating by the end.
Yeah.
So I like prepped myself for being hot in there, and I know the heat was going, but I was frozen, like my skin, my hands were icy by the
Yeah.
end. And I know a lot of other attendees were saying that it was really cold despite the heat being on the whole time.
Right.
And it did start feeling warm once people left,
Yes,
interestingly
it
enough,
did. Well, and
instead of the
that's
body heat in the room.
right. And
But
that's
it was
commonly, yeah.
yeah, no, I know it's always
Yeah.
common when people attend my sound baths for
Hmm.
them to get cold and when
Right.
I receive healing. But for me, when I am doing the healing work, I often get hot.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to have that different modality combined and
Right.
feeling that iciness, not in a
Right.
bad way. It was just like, oh, why am I shivering here too?
Right. I had a backache. You had,
Yeah,
you were
I
freezing.
was icy.
But I'm telling you, it was awesome.
Yeah,
No, but it's true because I'm going up into quantum, which is like you do too, but it's a much cooler vibrational
yeah.
field that we're working in. So, but when you're working, you probably sort of do it a little differently instead of like it's almost like I'm forcing you into the field that you usually probably have a nice little bubble over you.
Yeah.
You're like,
I
wait a
know that I
second.
get into like a nice theta wave almost state of
Mhm.
consciousness sometimes with my sound,
Yes,
and I just get into
definitely.
that zone. But this was different. It was very like, I think it was even more so
Yeah, it was
than normal for
powerful.
me.
Like
So,
it was pretty cool. I was very impressed with it. And I love the sound
yeah.
there. Your sound was amazing. I felt like you use a lot more of your voice and not that you don't use it the whole time, but it was just the power behind it was very much your voice, even more
Mm,
than the bowls, in a awesome way. Like it was just, it really was amazing. And I'm hoping if we can get everyone to step in line and sign up when they're supposed to, we're gonna do this maybe every couple months or so. Would be
yeah.
nice. Maybe
And
not.
the acoustics are amazing in this
Yeah.
space. Um, and just the fact that we had so many people in there too was
Yeah.
so amazing to have everyone just connecting. That bu community building experience in general is just a
Yeah.
wonderful thing.
Yes, absolutely. We had some very positive feedback, and people were really excited about the shifts they made in even their lives afterwards, feeling like they were shedded a lot of,
Yeah.
things that they didn't need anymore. So it was nice. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I hope we get lots of people to sign up. If we get 75, that would be awesome. Um,
Can we fit that many? I don't know.
Yeah, I was counting. I was thinking 75. It'll keep you all warmer. Um,
Maybe.
dress in your very comfy, maybe winter jackets, snow
Yeah, we
pants.
had a few people that came 100% prepared with like
Yes,
layers upon layers,
yes,
pillows, eye masks,
yeah,
chairs, everything. Jamie brings
yeah,
some zero gravity chairs, which is awesome, but there's only a select few, so there's
right.
not enough for everyone. You do have to bring like mats and stuff or claim the zero gravity chairs. I think they're first come, first serve,
Yes, first
right? Yeah.
come, first serve.
So arrive early.
Mhm. Yes,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, but bring as much as you can to feel really comfortable, like you're going on to a slumber party,
right, in the
basically.
woods.
Yes.
Under a tree.
Except it is inside,
It is inside, yeah.
just to clarify.
Yeah, no,
But it
that's
gets
true.
cold feeling. So
It does. It does. But in a good way. You really move a lot of energy. It's a great experience, and we're excited to grow. Every time we heal, we grow.
yes.
And as we heal together,